Right here, George, is you can see Mount Hori and Tongariro in the distance, and Lake Taupo is in the far distance. Lake Taupo itself is a big volcanic crater, really. So what we'll do is we'll head down there because Hori's nice and clear at the moment. That's okay. This is the other ski field. This is Whakapapa ski field just down below us here. And that goes down there, and the chateau, which we'll come back past down there, is just by the green bit is the golf course in front of the Grand Chateau.
Want a bit of history of Lake Taupo?
Yes, please, yeah.
Okay, what they tell us happened in Lake Taupo. The Lake Taupo area has always been a volcanic region over the many millions of years. But what happened one day, some 26,000 years ago, literally one day it just blew a great big hole in the ground. To give you an idea of the size of Lake Taupo, it's 35 kilometres wide, 25 kilometres deep, and approximately, 25 kilometres wide, and approximately 200 metres deep. They tell us that the water in the bottom of the lake at 2 or 3 locations is still very warm. So there is still some geothermic activity going on underneath Lake Taupo. During this eruption, they say that it blanketed the Earth into semi-darkness for some 5 years or so, till all the ash come down out of the atmosphere. They've estimated that there was some 730 cubic kilometres of material came out of the volcano at that time. It covered a major part of the North Island from Auckland to Wellington, and also out into the 2 oceans either side. Now what's interesting to note that about 5 years ago they did some drilling in the Ohakune Basin in Auckland, and they found sediment which came from the original Taupo eruption. Now, over the many thousands of years, Taupo has had 3 major eruptions, and the last eruption, which happened only around about the year of 176 AD, or approximately 1800 years ago. And even on world standards, this was a very, very large eruption. It covered a distance of 80 kilometres out from the lake, and on that particular occasion they estimated that there was some 120 cubic kilometres of ash and stuff come out of the crater.
Thanks, Don, that's really useful, and I've managed to record it all on the intercom, so I'll be able to swap up on it later.
Oh, there's a lot more on it.
Yeah. This is Upper Tama Lake and Lower Tama Lake on the rocks. They're just coming into Nauru. I'll have to keep to the left-hand side as we look at it because of there's a bit of wind at the moment from our left to right, and it'll be smoother to stay on this side. Which is, hopefully we'll be able to see the volcanic steam on the right-hand side. If we don't get it there, we'll get it on Tongariro, which is beyond. National Park traffic, Hotel Tongariro is just approaching Nauru to the south. We're just at 7,000 feet this time, and we'll be tracking down towards Tongariro. Any other traffic?
The start of the Tongariro Alpine track is over here on the left-hand side. You can see the road coming in, and you can see where there's some cars parked.
Just down there?
Yep. There's a hill just there. The road goes round the side of the hill. That is the start of the...
and we'll see a bit more of that as we go around Tongariro.
That's neat. Oh, it's walk, I suppose.
How long does it normally take, Don?
We normally drop people in there about 8:15 in the morning, and they'll be out the other side about 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Good, yeah. I'll do an orbit here, George, in a minute, and you can then see the steam lifting from the far side of Nauru. I don't want to fly on that side because it'll be a bit rough at the moment, and the clouds just keeping us below the height that I'd need to get to. look right at the top, just on the left-hand side, on the far side, you can see the steam just blowing off the top of the Narahari. The cloud's just kind of restricting us a little bit here, but yeah.
Directly below us on the left-hand side, we have South Crater. You see the walk's actually going up this ridge line, which is just slightly to the front of us on the left.
We should be good over the top of Tongariro because it's a little bit lower, so we can hopefully stay in the smooth air out here. I see there's a reasonable amount of wind on the lakes.
Down to the right-hand side, we just passed it by the lake there. You can see a bit of steam coming out of the ground, is it?
Could be dust. There's a lot of wind up here at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm just going to come left just to keep us out of the wind here. Show you down towards the start of the Tongariro crossing. Down here on the right is quite a lot of thermal activity on the steam just down here.
It's Key Tahi 3.
And the path, the Tongariro crossing track, you can see it running down here, and the start of it is ahead of us down there. I should have stuck you on the other side, shouldn't I, Don?
No, that's alright.
Everything's all right.
Here where the road comes in, which is just slightly to the front and to the left, that's the end of the walk. That's where we pick them up, take them back.
So most people do it that way, do they, Don?
Yep.
Okay.
And the reason for that is you're actually starting on the higher ground and you end up a lot lower down by approximately 200 metres.
Sure. I should do it, actually. Really should, I'll learn a bit, yeah. Problem is, whenever the weather's good, I'm hanging out to do some flying.
Yeah.
On the way back, all of this will be on your side now, so we'll just,
The beauty of these digital cameras, you can just aim them and shoot them.
That's right, just keep taking pictures.
Yeah.
This wide angle object. Okay.
Mount Tongariro, which is the one just directly to the right of us, the last time that erupted was in 1928, 1929.
What's the forecast on the likelihood of it erupting again soon? Well, they're all pretty likely, aren't they?
Yeah, well they say the Ruape is supposed to have about a 7-year cycle.
Right, yeah.
So it's probably overdue. Probably worthwhile mentioning that, about 18 months ago, and I think it was about September, it might have been a couple of years ago now, literally one night it had what they called a one-night pop, and what happened there in the top underneath the crater lake is actually 2 vents, right? And one of the vents got blocked up and it built up pressure, and it eventually blew up the top like a champagne cork going off, and the rocks and mud and stuff rise up to about 15,000 feet, covered an area of about 10 square kilometres on the top, and unfortunately there was a climb up there and they were staying overnight in a hut, and one of the boulders came through the door and pinned his leg to the ground, and unfortunately he lost it.